are some things you can't control. Like a sudden rise in the Texan air temperature. An unexpected raindrop in Shanghai. Or the competition's new upgraded front wing. Yes, there are some things out of your control, but being the best shouldn't be one of them. Like getting in that extra lap by perfectly timing your pit stop. Having your rival on your tail, but you've chosen a defensive driver. Or conserving your power unit to make that last lap overtake. Whatever the challenge, make the call.
Wow, here we are. Bet you didn't think this was happening this evening, but you know, here we are ready to kick in to some sprints. So hope everybody is doing well. We've got a couple of hours of racing to come for you as we try and get used to the game again after not much racing, and obviously try and get some decent results as well. That is going to be the fingers crossed. Now, at the minute, we still don't have access to moments. We are awaiting our luck to see if we ever get that, but we'll be here with some sprints to keep you occupied tonight. So welcome Dan, Pippi Max, Kimo, J Grace, Starkey. We've got Tyron Channel 2. We have got Undertaker, Harry, Chris, Calum, Duggar, Harry as well. Welcome Solanki. Lean is here as well. Welcome Lean. We've got Jananjay. And welcome to everybody joining. So yes, we are here with some sprint racing. That is what we're going to try and do. So some Series 12 sprint racing this time round on the main account, because I know some of you do like the main account. So yeah, let me know down in the chat what you think of the moments so far after Hutch kind of announced a trial run, let's say. So let me know how you think that's going so far. And welcome to Banu as well. So let's cut across to the game like so, and let's get into what is going to be some sprint racing. So first of all, I was a little bit worried because if you was with me last week, I was very, very sort of wanting to do the next GP. And then I saw that Legends were boosted. And a part of me thought it's going to be for race points. I was very concerned. But luckily, we don't have race points. We only have trophies. Thank God. So there might be some entry to GP events this week for either one of the accounts or both of them. But let me know if you're enjoying moments so far. What I'll do is I will put a poll up just to see who has got it and who hasn't. I don't know what sort of... It says a small pocket, but I know a lot of people who have got it. Who has F1 moments? Let's put that poll out and see what everyone's saying, because I don't have it. So yeah, Davor, hello, good evening, Davor. Only 9 likes, as Davor says. Let's hit some more likes. Good to see you in here as well, Davor. So luckily, no stupid race points this week, which is nice. We've got trophies. Okay, so we're going to get into some sprints. I am in a pretty bad position because the pit pass seems to be ending in a day and a half, and I am nowhere near the milestones at the moment. So I've got to do something to try and get these back. I'm probably going to go into my milestones and try and find myself a pit pass trophy. I think Piastri will get it out of the bag, Pippi Max. So I'm going to try and just activate that and see if I can claim through. Like so. No Leclerc this time, is it? So it's all about race start, I think. Where am I going? Wrong ways. Series 12. Race start, race start, race start. So I think I need my Hamilton back, potentially. Let's have a look. I'll take him for that. I'm going to run probably these two. And we'll see how we get on. That's going to be the key. We're going to run that setup. I don't think anything's changed. And let's see. The lowest presented for the yes. So who's got it? So 18 votes. A third of you have got F1 moments so far. If you do have F1 moments, so that is the single player F1 Clash, what do you think of it? What do you think of the whole thing? Let me know down below. McLaren's proclaimed the new Ferrari, but Ferrari had a pretty rough week anyway, Dan. Got Prost today in pit pass, not tried him yet. Fair play if you've got Prost. Is Prost only just come out, I assume? It's so stupid, it's just a 1 lap race. Okay, so it's not a full race then. It's not like a 8 lap race where you've got to go and do what you need to do. It's just a single lap, game over. Is that what we're basically saying? Let's go that way. Let's go that way. Good race start and you win. Wow, okay. So it's probably too easy then, potentially. Let's go. Real player. Nice little, probably a loss to start with. But let's try and get some points for the sprint purpose. Usually helps if you push your drivers off the start, that's for sure. This time event was very tough for me. Locks are ranked 38. For high ranks. Hey, 38 is not too bad though, Banu. 38's okay. Prost been out for a couple of weeks. Okay, I've never seen him on this game, so that obviously is a new update compared to what I was last playing. I think Stewart was on the video, wasn't he? Is Stewart out yet? So a few legendary drivers are now with us, unfortunately. So let's see.
Looks
hey,
like we just got a donation.
Dan, thank you very much for the €1 donation. What a legend! Thank you, Dan. Every little helps, my friend, and everybody give Dan a big W in the chat as well. So big dub, regardless. Either way, anybody supports the stream, it is a massive W indeed. So we'll get through. We'll try and get our sort of 3rd and 4th place. And I'll be happy with that one to score the 43. Only a little few hours, Mert. That's it. That is it. But welcome, Mert. And there we go. Into P3 and P4. So I'm happy to stay here now. We're not going to catch him up anyway. So it doesn't really matter. We're going to just keep pushing along. And see... As long as we can score the points to do it in 4 races, that is obviously going to be a big help. Has anybody got any decent sprint rewards? Let me know. Because sprints, I don't think they've improved yet. That is certain. So keep pushing Alonso through. We don't have any power unit on this setup either, so it's a little bit more difficult. We'll keep on pushing with Alonso. Cheer up for your teammate. That's it. Mert wants me to lose anyway. He doesn't need the extra support, I tell you. Mert gives plenty of that when he's here. Let's see then. So maybe we can get him with the 1-stop here. Compared to the 2-stop rival. If they can, it depends if they can get 5 laps or not. But we've got Hamilton gaining some power unit all the time. Light racing after Wednesday because of the boosted drivers. I see that. Could see why. And let's see if we can close in. Because now Hamilton will pit his only stop. And then we'll use DRS down the straight, try and close the gap to Russell. And we do. But full power unit available for the rival though, so they are just chilling at the moment, it seems. And there you go, straight back ahead. Good boost appear in GP. No idea, Solanke. No idea when they might appear. Anyone sponsor me the pit pass? No one can do that, Mogamad. unfortunately. Right, where are we at the moment? P4, Rival, I think Rival should be able to get probably 5 laps. Usually helps if you use Power Unit and DRS for me. But let's continue to push. See if we can close these gaps. See if we can push Hamilton and potentially get us into P1. Because I think he's going to try and get the extra lap. And I think it might be a struggle for him. As we come through, I think he's conserving this all the way to the bank. We're going to pit this next lap coming. We're good, Stu. How are you doing, Stu? We are good, thank you, mate. So, can we find a win? We've got no power unit on this car. Rival, I think, is now pushing. Knows he's not going to get what he needs to. The question is, can Hamilton steal a victory? Can Hamilton sneak this potential? Rival pits. Slow pit lane, remember. And we've got a little bit of power unit for the Rival, though, to come back at us. And he is going to get DRS as well. So we've gave this a good little go here. Now what we should do is hopefully let him blast some DRS here. Or let him get past. And let's try and push off the corner. See if we can hold on. I don't think we will, though. I think DRS will allow him to get past. There you go. So we knew that was going to happen. But you know what? We still managed to get more than the 43 points that I thought I was going to get. So I will absolutely take the 44. That is happy days for me. And I will show you that it was a way bigger team score. 1718. So we nearly came away with victory. And level 7, level 6, and a car that had way more power unit. I only had 113 power unit in that race versus the Rival's 198, and we nearly stole the win with a one-stop strategy. So that was a pretty good race. We nearly got there. But we got some points for the sprint. That's what matters. So you got same drivers as you, Stu. That's good. I've Sainz Series 11, level 2, Piastri level 3. Should I enter? I wouldn't enter champions until you've got around 1400 team score. That would be my recommendation. Because if you go and you've only got Series 11, you want the Series 12 parts as well. So do factor that in. You want the Series 12 parts at probably at least level 3s, if not level 4s, across the board. Should I go champions or contender? Depends what you've got levels. Again, 13 to 1400 should be enough in champions to score okay. Race start and speed. Bit of Street Shark. Let's try and get some points back. Sometimes, possibly even all the time, consider myself to be a master in the Silverstone British Grand Prix. Nice, Tyrant. No worries, Shannon J. Glad to try and help you. But yeah, champions is tough. You want to be Series 12. Definitely. And Banu's in the weekly League of Legends. Let's go. Let's go, Banu. So, P1, P2, let's pick up some points if we can. With both of these drivers. Series 12, race starts. That is the key. And what do we got at the minute? Okay, so 75% of you don't currently have moments. So only 25%. Which is interesting then. So I said a few people have commented on my video about moments who have got it. It's still seemingly like not a lot of people do have it. No problem, Banu. Hiccup, welcome. Hope you're doing well, Hiccup. But we are just completed our first race. We are on our first sprint. So if you are watching, if you can just hit that like button for me, that would be amazing. And hopefully, if you continue to hit that like button, we'll have some more streams potentially coming your way as well. If I ever get dropped F1 Moments, we'll obviously have a stream for that as well. But I'm probably not at the front of the queue, let's be honest. As Alonso comes in. And Hamilton as wow, perfect pit stop. That's what we like to see. Appreciate it, Tyron. And Stu as well. Let's go. But yeah, we'll be back with another... we'll definitely be having another strategy guide tomorrow. That'll be absolutely 100%. How can I upgrade more faster? The only way is, Banu, always have your crates opening. So always have them being unlocked. Make sure you've got the pit pass. And having books, obviously, helps you level up. Series 12 team score only 13.95. That's not bad, Harry. That's not that bad. 1400 plus you're pretty good at. So I wouldn't be too disappointed with that number. And thank you, Tyron. Advice for Series 9. I feel like it's such a massive jump from Series 8. So Series 9, I'm going to load on my other game now. Just make sure I know which one it is. So Series 9 is all about, I would say, cornering. Because you've got 3 circuits that are cornering. 1 circuit is speed. Forget about the speed circuit. You'll lose 9 times out of 10. Forget about it. Just focus on the 3 cornering tracks. And you're probably going to be running Bortoletto. And I ran Sainz, I think. You've got Stroll in there as well. Anybody with a bit of defence. And that is your go-to. But you have to be going full cornering. If you go balance speed, balance cornering, pointless. You'd rather be good at 3 circuits and bad at 1 than being average at all 4. That's the way you've got to think about series racing. You've got to prioritise the circuits that are most likely to come up. And of course, with 3 circuits being cornering in Series 9, you've got a 75% chance of a cornering circuit. If you get speed, that's just unlucky. You might as well quit and find a cornering track. You want to tell you the 3... So Stu, I did claim the tyre water today. I did see that come up. Again, one of my frustrations, really, with tyre water. Because if you want people to check out your fancy website, put a decent boost on there, and then everybody will go to the website. I mean, let's be honest. Who rushed to get 5 tyre water or 2 self-control? You probably didn't rush for it. Whereas if there was 5 rainbow in there, or 5 copper, or 10 copper, you would have been straight in that web store to claim that gift. And you'd always be checking what's in the store. So, yeah, that's my biggest frustration. Frenchie, good evening. Doctor, good evening as well. Yeah, Harry, you'll get there, though. Everyone is always in the same boat, Harry. So you will definitely level up. That's just where you are in the game, ultimately, at the moment. Stopped after a while. There you go, Frenchie. That's what I mean. One more question. If I'm in Series 11, won't I be matched with others? Yeah, you'll only get people who are in Series 11 if you're searching in Series 11. But they could have unlocked Series 12. But if they're physically racing in Series 11, you would match them in Series 11. So, for example, if I did a Series 12 race, you're not going to get me in Series 11. Doctor, good evening. Hello. Sid, welcome as well. So that is 2 races down. And a 47 and a 44. So that's okay after a very high matchup in race 1. And we should have 2 races. And hopefully a lot of sprint crates to open. And pit pass crates. Because we've got about 30 milestones to try and find. In the event in Champion, you'll get matched with anybody in Champion, I think. Zhan and Jay, I believe. Exactly, Harry. That's why. That if they wanted people to go to the store, they should have gave more of a a sort of incentive. Oh, that probably is a good timing, isn't it, Hiccup? You ready?
You know what that was? That was a smooth operator. Smooth operation.
Oh yeah. Bit of Carlos Sainz.
You know what that was? That was a smooth operator. Smooth operation.
Oh yeah. Don't know why Alonso is hard to get. The common one, Slanky, took me ages to get. I never actually got it until I was past the series in the end. I think I was in Series 6 or Series 7 by the time I got common Alonso. And we have got the start of Dreams. P1 and P4 we're going to settle into, with the rival back in P10 and P12. Let's give them a little bit of a good look. I mean, they'll be collecting some points for their sprint. Danny Rick back in F1. Well, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. We have got more drivers to collect next year. An extra 6 cards with Perez and Bottas being on the grid. And depending on how many times Alpine swap their drivers, there could be more. We just don't know that yet. Sainz driving the hell. That was good, Harry. I didn't actually get to watch the Grand Prix because I was away for the weekend. But I did catch the highlights. So I'm quite surprised he did manage to stay in that position. But I didn't really watch F1 the whole weekend, so I don't really know what the book was telling. Maybe Williams' pace was just good all weekend. Keith, good evening. How are you, Keith? Welcome. Red Bull should have a third driver. They've got that. It's called the Racing Bulls. That is their third and fourth driver. Possibly even a new car design for the new F1 car design. F1 Clash could do a lot with the community. Does anybody... Have they announced what stats this new boost is having yet? Or have they not announced that yet? Dominic, I might do. I haven't done any GPs for the past 3, maybe even 4 weeks, so I might go back into it. I don't know. Welcome, Eddie. Hey, good to see you here, Eddie. How are you? And we give track guides. What's it called? Track guides are going to be out tomorrow for qualifying, Eddie. So that's when they'll be out for qualifying. Cadillac. Yeah, that's what I mean, Mayfair Wolf. Cadillac will be in the game next year, I would fully expect. I can't see any reason why they wouldn't, unless Hutch can't add it, like they can't add Qatar for some reason. So maybe we don't get Cadillac. I guess it's not guaranteed until they confirm it. But at the moment, I would expect that Cadillac will be on the grid. Series tracks. No, that's okay, Eddie. I don't know when the rotation is. Is it tomorrow? Or Wednesday, sorry. I have no clue. What week we're on, what rotations are, I have no idea. Tsunoda's defense helped Carlos a lot. I did see Tsunoda was holding a few up, but fair play. He wasn't a million miles away from Russell, was he? I think when I seen the time screens. Wednesday, cornering, Series 10, Series 11 tyre management, and Series 12 tyre management. Interesting. I don't know, Sid. I don't get the detail from Hutch about what they're doing. So I don't know how long they're going to be available or when they'll be available to all players. I don't have any access to it. So I kind of expect to wait and see. So we'll have 49 points. I think so, Solangi. Yes, next year, I think there'll be a 49 points now. So the point system will have to change to accommodate the extra 2 drivers. So that means another 2 drivers to pass on the grid as well. So it could get a little bit difficult. Another 2 cars to get through on the race start. How exciting are you to get another 2 cars in the way? That's the one thing we've got to remember. That's going to happen. Maximilian, good evening. Welcome. I don't know what the boost is next week. I have no idea. I only know this week's based on what I can see in the game. So I don't know what else is coming, if I'm honest. And we have got Alonso and Hamilton 1-2. And that is 47 points. So we have got, hopefully, one more race until we get into a sprint. So that would be nice if we can do that and get a potential win. But that is us nicely through. That is what we wanted to see. So hopefully one more race. We've had 2 wins out of them 3. And let's continue on. You can see we haven't done the last 3 GPs, look. We didn't even do the final round of the one before. So we've got a lot of catching up to do if we do continue to try and drive. Lando's had a few rough pit stops, hasn't he, these past few weeks. So he'll be wanting a little bit of luck at some point as we head off to the power unit circuit of Imola. So to Imola we go. And let's see. But anybody else in the chat, if you're watching or not, let me know. If you've got F1 moments currently on your game, what do you think about it? That is the question at the moment. What do you think about F1 moments? Still testing for at least a few more weeks as one of our team have been invited to test. Nice. And the testing ends on the... Hey, is that when the testing ends? 5th of October. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that one. So 5th of October. So there's about a couple of weeks then. Doctor, we are on speed and cornering. No power unit. So, let's see if we can... get away. So this track we should lose because we don't have power unit. So I'm expecting to get beat by this rival. But I saw a few things and I like it. So that's good, Stu. That's the positivity. As we are in 7th or 6th and 8th. And we get away okay. So just got to keep climbing through. Funny if they had a pit crew championship. They do have the DHL fastest pit stop awards though. That is one thing they do have. Alright, let's see if we can continue to get through. A little bit laggy. How is it that I can't get through the full parts of the tournament but the point system? How do you mean, Matthew? Do you mean you can't get through to Sundays? What is going on? Why is it really laggy? It's laggy on the game as well. Like, really laggy. But let's see. See if we can get the lead. I can't get through. His testing ends. It probably won't start straight away. I'd probably end of October. It could be for next year, though. They could be trialling this, remember? It could be a next year game mode. That they're just doing some early testing. That could be a possibility. And then that'll be classed as a new feature next year. Who knows? But that's interesting that they've been sort of... They know their end dates are testing then. I'd like to play it. Hopefully they consider me for a test. That would be nice. But maybe I talk too much about everything that I won't get to test it. And I imagine there'd be a few bugs. I imagine. But that's why they're testing. That's why they're trialling. So what do we got? We have got P5 and P11. So not too bad at the moment. Or even top 10. So again, no power unit on the car. So got to keep driving. And hopefully we are going to get a sprint reward at the end of this race. So if you are watching, we are about to get our first. And I'm not going to pit. I'm going to stay out. I'm going to pit next time around. So what do we got? 7, 8, 9. Definitely going to go to mediums for both. And then Rival's gone to hards. And I think we can go round. And Victor, good evening from Colombia. Welcome. How are you doing, Victor? Hope you're doing okay. So yeah, hopefully we get F1 moments. If we do get it, we will stream it and see what it's about. But again, we don't know that at the moment. So we have to wait and see. Akash, good evening. Since the beginning of the season. You got to keep upgrading, Matthew. Make sure you match the track stats. Absolutely key. And yeah, medium is what I've gone for. That's the absolute key here. So Hamilton and Alonso coming in. Hamilton will still keep the lead. And Rival's gone for hard. So we're going to have a pace advantage. We are still lagging a little bit. Can't finish race after Piastri crashed. There should be a fair race. But let's see. Hopefully this safety car isn't going to cost us a good result in the sprint. Yeah, that's fair enough, Chris. They probably get access to moments, I imagine. Whereas I'm not in the good books of Hutch, so probably won't get access to it. So what do we got? P1, P10. We obviously did a video on it, but we don't have obviously access to the game mode. Bradley, it was good, thank you. Very, very good. Yeah, went to the horse racing at the weekend. That was good. How are you? How are you doing? Okay, cool. So let's go. Let's get this win. DRS down the straight. Kind of useless for me because I can't finish higher than 12 to get more rewards. Hey, you got to keep upgrading though, Wendy. That is key. Get upgrading. See what you can get from the rewards. Every little helps. But you'll get there eventually. Obviously, there's Junior, Challenger, Contender, and Champion challenges, isn't there? Off memory from seeing that. But we are looking good for some points here. That's double McLaren, second and third. Let's try and get through. There we go. 4-day bachelor party. Yep, that is catching up with you then, Bradley. You are feeling it today. Challenger P1 for Akash. Nice. That is very good work. Happy for you. Anybody else had some decent rewards or results lately? My weekend job when I was at college was bookmaker's assistant, travel over a week. I went to Air Gold Cup. It was, Harry. That's where I went at the weekend. So, yeah, that's where I was for Saturday. Barely type. Well, kick back and relax, Bradley. That's the main thing to do. But we're going to hopefully pull a good reward now. Fingers crossed. Hamilton wins. Alonso coming through in second. Like so. And let's see then. Can we get P1? Will it be P2, P3, P4? Local course in college at Greenock. Nice, Harry. So yeah, I drove back. Took like 5.5 hours. Okay, so good win in the end. I'll just show you that setup quickly for anyone wondering. No power unit versus power unit. Always helps. 80 Bortoletto and 400 Jack Doohan. Wow. For a driver that's not even in F1, Marcelo. Oi. We're back with the P1. Let's go. That's what we like to see. That is what we like to see. But who knows what we get? Colapinto. I don't know what I need, but you know what? Anything better than Series 11 or above, I'm going to absolutely take. Let's find out. 39 Ocon. 6 Aeroblade. Okay. 6 Gasly. And then we got That is good. 5 Fernando Alonso, a Series 12 driver to kickstart the sprints. 5 extra cards, bringing him now to 50 out of 200. So he's a quarter of the way through Series 6. So, you know, it's only 5. It helps, but it's only 5. So let's reload the game then so we don't get put in another sprint group. That's absolutely key. And Hancock, welcome. So let's load back up, like so. But yeah, Alonso's good. That's a very good pull. And what we'll do is we'll open a couple of these. I've got one to release, Akash. I need to, I forgot all about it. I've got one to release and I need to record some more. So I'll try and get that out tomorrow. Completely forgot about that until you mentioned it. Been a busy weekend. So, Dash, Stroll, Behrman. And then we'll see what rewards we've got. What should we do, chat? Shall we open all of the Pit Pass rewards at the end of the stream, which is in about, you know, sort of an hour and 15 minutes time? Or shall we open them as we go? I'll try, Akash. I'll try. It just depends on what time I've got available. That is all. Cool, so we'll claim them, because at the minute I've got them that I can open, so I can open them 4 now, or I can wait a few races and then open as many of these in one sitting at the end as I can possibly do. So we'll do one more sprint, see how we get on. Let's get back into it. See what we can do. What do I do with F1 moments? Fan for now, if you've got F1 moments, it's a little bit of a single player, small lap challenges to get some extra crates. If you've got it, great. If you haven't got it, you're with all of us. Or most of us. Open now, maybe there's something you need. I could do. I'll open it a little bit later. We'll instead of having 4 crates, if we can double that in a couple of races time, might be beneficial. So wet race will go back to Rooster Booster. Love a bit of Rooster Booster. We'll go to the race screen ready. And make sure if you are watching, do hit that like button on the stream for me. That would be very appreciated. If you've got any questions as well about F1 Clash, make sure to ask them in the chat. This is your best time to ask me any questions you may have. How do you have so many boosts? Many years of playing. I've been playing this game for around 5 years now, Dananjay. And obviously winning GPs, spending money, a bit of everything. We never used to have to use boosts in duels, believe it or not. Many years ago, we never had to use a boost outside of a GP. Simple as that. Do I have to change before race setup? I don't know that much, Fan for now. Because I haven't got it myself. So I'm not massively sure. As we try and come through, but everyone is absolutely clutching at straws here. 2023 fantastic season, yeah, exactly. You didn't have to use boosts at all. There'd be low impact, but you could really set up your car differently. Be enjoying the F1 Manager series? No problem, Wendy. I'm hoping I've got one to release. I completely forgot about it over the weekend, and I can, of course, record some more. I've been enjoying it as well, believe it or not. So we keep on with Alonso. And Hamilton, I'm just going to save up the power unit. Because he's using his as well. And he's probably going to double stack unless he pits one of these cars. Can't win without boost. I'm the same though, Janjanate. It's very difficult to win without boosts. I can assure you of that. You are not the only one. So I'm going to just conserve as much as I can on the power unit. Now we'll hit DRS. That will get us right by the rival. There you go. And through. So this is looking okay. But remember, we don't have power units. That is the one thing that we lack on our car. Going to do any more videos? We will, George. Yes, we will. We'll probably get some this week, hopefully, George. You might see the GP start again for the junior account. Or for the free-to-play account, I should say. So, in the pits for the first time. And already coming back out with a nice lead is Alonso. In P1. Hamilton with a little bit of work to do. To try and close to P2. So more points would be nice. Full cornering, no risk, full push. But yeah, we are on a balanced speed and cornering is pretty much our setup. But we're in P3. Got a rival ahead of us. Alonso's got a really nice gap in this race. Really nice gap. And I should really start saving power unit. Oh, sorry, Akash. Yes, it was. Cornering at a speed track worked wonders. It was the absolute meta. It was indeed. So, rival is catching. But we're going to just try and claim as much power unit as possible. And rival will get close to us. But I'm not too concerned. Again, we've got no power unit, so it's always a bit more of a struggle on the setup. But it's okay. I'm absolutely fine. And he's going to bring that car in. I might go one more lap here with Hamilton. Although there's a lot of traffic out there. That's my only concern. And now we'll be behind the rival. So the question is, can we get ahead of this Alonso car? That is the big question. And he'll have DRS for the final lap. That is interesting. But will he use it early? Will he be tempted to use it early? Yeah, it is a Janjay, but the boosts are a heavy impact on that. That is why. So I think we should be good on the power unit here to cause him a problem in this race. Because he shouldn't be able to battle back. He's going to use DRS now. There you go. But we should have a full lap of push. And we're already ahead. Come on. Now we just got to push away our no power unit car. And hopefully bring this home to take the victory in the duel. Rival is pushing hard, as you can see. But we should have enough power unit to get through here. And keep on pushing towards the line. A lot of traffic. Oh my god, we're getting absolutely blocked. But we're going to survive. We are just going to take a victory. And it's going to be P1 and P3. Welcome, ArcG. We're good, thank you. How are you? And this isn't moments, this is standard. We don't have moments. So, 46 points. Again, we did have a lot better team score. But the rival had 201 power unit against our 113. So, that absolutely was why they gave us a really good match. But we still was able to take the victory. So 46 points to kick off with in our second sprint group. Let's go. Let's see if we can continue some improvements. 1702 this time. Does a higher flag count affect the mismatching of team scores? It doesn't, Trevor. Team score is completely irrelevant to the flag count. Will you be playing this week's event? I might play it on the free-to-play. I might play it on the free-to-play account. Do I play it on the main? I'm not too sure yet. But I'll probably end up deciding one way or the other. So, bit of Street Shark for the boys against a tough matchup here. But you know what we always do, we'll see if we can gain a point, but it could be a boss. Race main account. This is the main account of Cash. But in terms of GP, we could race the main account. I'll try and race us when I can, with what I can. See if we can get through. GP, yeah. I'll have a look, definitely. See what it's like. I don't have Prost or anyone like that, so that's the only difficulty part. Which we don't have them big asset drivers. The pay-to-win drivers we don't have. But we are P1 Hamilton. And P3 for Alonso. We got a decent little start here. Managed to pull clear of the rival. We're going to keep pushing Hamilton so that we don't double stack. That's what you've always got to do. If you're on a strategy where both cars are doing the same strategy, you've always got to keep pushing one and conserve more with the other so that you can create the gap. That is what you've always got to do. You can see Alonso there, look, gaining power unit all the time. Whereas Hamilton has got just enough of a gap at 4.5 seconds that he will be able to get in and get out without affecting both. Fun fact, got louder from a legendary crate while Prost and Stewart get boosted. It's always the way, Eddie. Always the way. Just checked win percentage, sitting at 67. Well, my free-to-play account is on about 74, 72. So that's not actually that bad. Because if you don't have the boosts, it's very hard to win. Right, let's try and get through. So Rival has, I think, pitted with... No, hasn't pitted with any car just yet. Matchmaking is a joke. It can be tough, George. Absolutely. On the free-to-play account, we've all seen it on this account. When I've streamed, it is very, very tough. But you've got to have the boosts to be able to help you win. That is for sure. So, 1 and 2. That is where we are. Oh no, race 2 I think this is. And we'll just keep on pushing. Just try and bring the points home, guaranteed. And this, at this point, because I've got Alonso really close to Hamilton, I'm just going to leave Alonso on conserve because he can do the damage in the final part of this race. But I want to make sure that I don't double stack. Because if you double stack, that could have been time where you was conserving. So we'll continue to push Hamilton away. Continue to conserve. Oh God, Eddie. Eddie with the dad jokes of the year. No prizes for that one, Eddie. So, in comes Hamilton. Might be a small double stack here. Of course there won't. It's me. I know what I'm doing. Might deliberately have a bad week in contender. Yeah, it does balance out eventually, Harry. Avishek, welcome. We're good, thank you. How are you? Not a dad joke, just brain rot. So, P1, P4. But we're ultimately going to pull 1 and 2 in this race. And that is with no double stacking. You can see that power unit extra that we've saved now coming in handy. And you can see it's going to bring us right back close to Hamilton. These two are going to be pretty even in this race. With the rival in P3 still to pit, we have pulled a long, long way clear. Which is good. And we'll push through each section, just conserving when we can. Keeping on the push. And Alonso does have that better race start, so he will be naturally the faster driver. If I leave these on medium, you should see Alonso close up on Hamilton because of his extra race start. He's got about 11 race start more than Hamilton, but you should see Alonso probably, if not pass, at the end of this lap. Boki, we're good, thank you. How are you? And look how close now Alonso is. That extra 11 race start really helping him. Look at it. Got far more pace than Hamilton. As Hamilton does speed off and we take 1-2. But you could see that Alonso definitely had more speed. And that is because his race start for the track stat is a lot higher. I'm glad you're doing okay, Boki. But that is a win. That is a P1, P2, 47 points. That is halfway through the sprint. So 2 more races like that. And a platinum crate. Nice. Cheeky platinum crate at this sprint too. Let's go again. Got to be as quick as you can. Because we want to get through the sprint as fast as we can. So we don't miss out on P1. Now let's see how we can get on here. Real player. Real players are good to get in sprints, by the way. If you don't believe me, the reason being is because they finish a lot closer to you in the race, which means the race ends quicker. When you're against a bot and they finish down in the mid-pack, you often have to wait for them to finish. That is why getting real players in sprints is actually a good thing. So, race start, power unit. Boki, we're probably going to be... I might release it tomorrow. I completely forgot to release one, if I'm honest. So we'll definitely look to release one of them. Boost PvP looks cool, but yeah. Cool. Let's see. We get away not great here. But yeah, it depends on how much you need the coins and everything, Akash. But we got away quite badly in this race. Again, no power unit on our car, so it's always a bit more difficult. Especially in wet conditions, everybody's going to be following similar strategies. Stock in Series 11. Joanju, welcome. I'll try and have a look in a moment for you. I can't remember what Series 11 is. Try and have a look now for you. Series 11 currently is about speed and 2 tracks of defending. So I'd be going with a defensive driver to cover off half of those circuits. So maybe is Hulk a good driver, I think, potentially off memory?
2-Sex Karoon, we've got a new subscriber.
As Bizerns hits subscribe as well. Thank you, Bizerns. And I'll just see what you've put. Rocky me assumed that the race start was just how it sounded and only impacted the start of the race, like getting off the grid. So Bizerns, so race start is in theory that. So race start lasts for the whole of the first lap. However, when you have got a race start circuit, so for example this track here is a race start circuit, the race start then pretty much lasts for the whole race. So better race start, the faster you go, simple as that. So let's get Alonso in. But yeah, you got to match the track stats, but usually race start, so if you get like a perfect start, that lap 1 is really, really good. If you get a poor start, you get impacted for the whole of lap 1 with a poor start until you move over into lap 2. That's why often if you get a poor start, you can lose positions and it feels like you're going really slow through the whole of the first lap until you cross the line. Science for sure. Colapinto works too as well, yep. Hulk I thought had okay defence. Hulk at decent levels. I think Yuki's okay at defence, isn't he, as well? But yeah, there'll be some good recommendations for you in here. So every little house, Bazerns. Glad to be able to give you some advice and guidance. If you've got any other questions, let us know. The chat's always happy to help, and I'm always happy to help you as well. These are all good things to learn, so that, I mean, that's the whole purpose of my channel, is to try and take the hard work out of it for you, and get you up and running as quick as you can. As now, P1 for Alonso. So who would you say is the best all-round driver excluding legends? I actually, again, so it's very hard to basically decide on that, Wendy. And the reason being is because there's different track stats. So Verstappen could be great at one thing, but Norris could be really good at the other. So in honesty, Norris is very good because of his... he's got okay qualifying, he's got really good tyres, so you can do a lot with Norris. Obviously, Russell's got mega qualifying. So, and Hamilton, I really like Hamilton on this game. He's got good race start, really good overtaking, good tyre management. His qualifying is not ridiculously bad. So I actually just really like Hamilton this year. They've actually done a job on him, and a fairly good one. Mark, good evening. How are you, Mark? Welcome. Knowledge is power. Exactly, Harry. So, it is drying out. But I'm going to go one more lap because that's not going down quick enough for me. And we have got a minute and 50, but it's going to be soft tyre run at the end. And it'll be the same for Hamilton. Should be one lap and he'll be able to get in. Good to hear, Mark. Hamilton's good, but he has really good overtaking, really good tyres. His race start's fairly okay. So it works out well, Hamilton, this year. Why Max Card is just decent after being world champion. Max hasn't been that great in the last couple of years, if I'm honest, for this game. He hasn't been the standout driver. Mirko, welcome to the channel. Yeah, we're good, thank you, Mark. Thank you for asking. But now, soft tyres for a lap to bring what I think is race 3 home. And then we should have one more race until our sprint. So Alonso now starting to fly on those soft tyres in the dry conditions. And you can see now we're going to get hit. Look how far the AI is behind. Thank you, George. Very much appreciated. And glad to keep you of some company. And there you go. Alonso through P1. Hamilton coming through as well into P2. It does look like a comfortable win. Look how far they're behind. 7th and 8th. We should have one more race until the sprint crate. Let's go. That is what we wanted to see. Can you tune up one series setup? Series 10? What is Series 10? I think I've got Series 10 on my other account, and that is pretty much all cornering that I've gone for in the end. Just trying to do 50% of the circuit. Otherwise, cornering and speed is key. So, should have one more. Alonso's good, Stu, because it's race start. Obviously, track stats are mighty for race start. So he has got 91 race start for me. So absolutely great. And I think he's only level 6, isn't he? So absolutely, Mark. We don't score, Mark, so I've got to try and change the perception. I thought a little bit of free advertisement doesn't help now and again, Mark, does it? And Villa an embarrassment to be linked with at the present. How they put the stats just randomly, potentially Slanky. I don't know how they properly decide. Restart power unit. Back to Rooster Booster. So, if you are just joining, we are about to unlock a sprint crate. So stay with us. After this race, as long as we score 30 points, we should be getting ourselves our second sprint crate of the evening. If Hamilton ever makes it out of that sandwich. Finally he does. So, race start, always the luck. And he is currently P11. Getting all the bad luck by the look of it. Be racing Leclerc and Alonso. Leclerc was boosted last week as well, Harry, so that makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. As now we come across the line. Lap 1 complete. DRS can be enabled across the line, we'll absolutely use it. Gain some of them positions back. Boom. There you go. I believe they do rotate, George. I think someone said it earlier. Series 11 and 12 are going to be tyre management. I think Series 10 is cornering from what I heard. Don't quote me on that one, but that's just what I read in here. So I believe that rotation is due to take place on a Wednesday, where Series 10, 11 and 12 will change. Rotation is this week, yeah, Mark says that, yep. There you go. I'm so lost with when everything changes. I've only just realised that the pit pass ends in a day and a half. How do you mean high time, monkey? What are you finding? Let me know. Let me see if I can help you. Mark with a podium this week. Which one was you in, Mark? Where did you get your podium? You did a bit of Carlos Sainz wizardry, I assume. So, out in P1, Fernando Alonso in our sprint finishing race. Hamilton in P2. In pit pass, I didn't get any good cars. All about that luck, Dan and Jay. Sadly, luck plays a massive part in this game. I do firmly believe that we should have minimum reward zones. So if you're opening a Series 12 crate, it should be Series 8 and above, for example. I don't agree with how bad they can be. But that is absolutely luck of the draw. It's annoying, but we're all, I guess you could say, very used to that now. Double P1 challenger for Calum. Good work, Calum. Maybe with me not racing now, I'm going to get good groups. Who knows? Tyre management Series 12 would be interesting. I don't have much Series 12. Science and level 4. Yeah, it might be a struggle, Nico, at the start. You might need to get some luck in getting some of them Series 12 drivers. Someone like Norris is going to be massive in Series 12 coming up. Absolutely massive. Miss Aloko, welcome. Mirko got P6 in Champion. Good work. Mirko, how far was you off of P1 though? Race start is based on luck. It is Solanke. The initial start off the straight is absolute luck, yes. I 100% agree with you there. Even if we open Series 11 Legend crates and all on get you can, and you're no guaranteed to get any Legends in the Legendary crates either. Is this Mexico? It is Mexico. There you go. Can't really see because I've got it zoomed in, but it is Mexico. Going through the stadium section, round the final corner. And Alonso, on another race start circuit, of course, is going to bring this one absolutely home. P2 contender for Mark. Nice. Contender as well. That's good. 18 points clear of P2 with an hour to go. The guy who beat me needed 99 points. Wow. So close. That is very unlucky. Maybe they spent a little bit, Mark, to guarantee themselves P1. Well, they only just got it. There was no guarantee about it, was there? But just maybe. As we come across the line, it is time for our second sprint crate. The question will be, will it be any good? That's what we're about to find out. Time for sprint crate number 2. 47 points in the bag. Winner, winner. And let's see. Is it P1? It is P1. Lovely. Come on. So, 5 Alonso initially. Let's see what we're going to get. I'm going to have a quick toilet break as well, very quickly. So what I'm going to do is leave you with the reward. And you're going to tell me in the chat before I get back how good it is. Let's find out. Here we go. Let's load it up. And I'll leave you with the open to see what it is. Let's drum roll it. Let's go.
Sussex Karoon, we've got a new subscriber.
Well, that's never ideal, is it? I mean, could be worse, I guess. Bit of Liam Lawson. Who hit subscribe? RCA Day 3, welcome to the channel. Let's reload. Liam Lawson 5. I mean, it's not the worst in the world, is it? Series, what is it, Lawson? Is it Series 10? So it could have been worse. Got a P1, so P1 contenders, huge mark, as you know, for end of the season. So that is a good reward. Let's open a few of these. Let's go. You got P5 this week. You did, Dan, yes. RCA Day 3, been only playing for a few months, but have extraordinary results in GP. You will probably start to find they get a little bit more difficulty. It takes about 4 to 5 GPs, RCA Day, for it to start to get harder, a lot harder. So you might just find you're about to head into that zone. But hopefully not for you. But you might find it gets a little bit harder. So some Bearman in there as well. Zenith, after missing P1 sprint by 1 point, demoted to P2. Ugh, Zenith. Everyone hates a Zenith. So let's open that. And then what we'll do is we'll open the Platinum crate. We've got anything else we can open in here? We have. And then this is where we are now. We have doubled it. So we have got quite a few crates now to open for the end of stream. And we've got plenty more if we can get through some more. So plenty more to potentially open. We've probably got another 8 races to complete, maybe, I'd say. So, Box, welcome. Let's see who we get. Yuki. Jack Doohan. Hey, Lando Norris, 81 out of 100. Oh, and Fernando Alonso. That is back-to-back Series 12 in that Platinum crate. That's a nice one. And of course, here he is, Eduardo. Welcome, Eduardo. Always coming in with the banter. I like it. Welcome, Eduardo. So, nice little Platinum crate. And a sprint to start off with then. So let's see what we can do here. And decent enough matchup. Not too bad at all. And let's try and get the win. So we need 4 wins again. Roughly takes about 25 minutes, maybe half an hour for a sprint. I didn't really watch it, Mr. Loco, because I was away on sort of enjoying a weekend, but Verstappen seemed to stroll it, and yeah, that was about it. That's all I've already seen. I was only able to watch the 8-minute highlight video. So let's go. Let's do this as we go racing. One real player in the final with 3P1. It just could be near your team score, Ark. And Rivals got a good start, as we do manage to get into P1 nice and early. So Hamilton into P1. Alonso is currently in 7th, fighting through with the rival. And now he gets a good exit and gets into 5th. So nice little start here. Mate, Max, Series 13. What the floor with the whole group. He didn't have a Red Bull sponsored lawnmower. Love it. So we should be able to come P4 here. Either way. We have more speed. Remember, we don't have power unit, so that could be an issue in this race. Because this is a power unit circuit now, Mexico. So expect me to be a little bit slower. So Hamilton can conserve down the straight and keep on pushing. Alonso will continue his push as well. And it's all looking okay for points at the moment. Closing up on P2 as well. So we'll probably do a 4-4-1 here in Mexico. That'll be what we need to do. It's going to stay wet, as you can see up here. It's going to stay wet for this race. We should get 4 laps, no problem at all. Alonso, a little bit more difficult to get the 4 laps, but he will get it. And now look at the speed difference down the straight. Because we've got more speed, and that is, oh, nearly an overtake. So again, just got to hold the DRS now. We will use DRS a little bit through here, because we're not going to use it down the straight. So we'll use it here to catch back up with the opponent. And then in. So the rival's got full power unit. That could be interesting later on. But we probably should start to conserve with Alonso, with Hamilton a little bit. Because if he pushes, like he is now, he's going to be very, very quick. Is there a way to see all the top clubs? There's not a... you'll get a league that's basically just to do with you and a bunch of teams, RCA Day. There isn't a global leaderboard directly on the game. So, down the straight we go. Just going to try and save power unit again. Because this rival, I think, has got way more power unit than us. You can see how quick he's catching up. Right behind us. But I'm going to just keep conserving all the time. And I'm going to go for an early pit stop. We're in a bit of traffic. So I'm going to pit Alonso early. And he might just get away with no traffic and actually be able to undercut. That could be such a good play here. Because already, look how... I mean, Hamilton was leading this race quite comfortably. Now, Alonso gets ahead. That's fine. But again, a lot of traffic here. So I feel like, again, just pitting. I think Rival's going to do the same. So, Alonso will come around the final corner, down the straight. And that undercut, it's not going to be amazing. Because he is now into the lead. But we have got nearly a full power unit. Question is, can I get Hamilton, who's seemingly getting held up, through? Got to get him past and away. The question is, can I hunt Alonso down and absolutely blast to the finish and win the race? Let's see. So here is the rival, full push and full behind now as well. Come on. We can push Alonso. Rival probably will get some more DRS in this race, you know. Not over yet. I think he'll blast past us again. Here he is, look, he's got DRS now. But do we have the advantage? No, they just get through. Thought that might be the case. I think they do have, I would expect, a lot more power unit than we have got. So, kind of look at the draw to get that circuit. But fair play to the rival. Good little race that. That's why DRS is important to have it. Massively. So 45-45, I'm happy for the point split. And we'll show, look, a lot less team score. But I would expect to see, there you go, way more power unit. So power unit still is important, but I'm not factoring it in my... I will win at every speed and cornering circuit, but I'll struggle at the power unit circuit. So that is why. That is why stats definitely do matter. And it was such a close race as well. Good job by the rival. Very good job. To hang in there, even though they had stronger stats, to hang in there, very solid. So, 45 points. That's a good split of points. And hopefully we see less power unit tracks. We want the speed and cornering circuits. Melbourne. And we haven't had Hungary yet. I think Hungary's in this track rotation. We haven't had that tonight. Sure, Hungary's in Series 12. It is. We just haven't had it. Forgot what Hungary looks like, clearly. Race start power unit. There you go. Let's whack them on. Back-to-back Mexico. Indeed. The other tracks don't exist. Does anybody find that, though? When you set your car up for specific stats, you seem to get the tracks that you don't have the specific stats for. It always seems to be the case. Whatever setup you pick, you often get the setup that doesn't suit you. It's like they know. It's like they know how it works. So, Alonso coming through nicely as Hamilton is already round on lap number 1. Presley, good evening. We're good, thank you, Presley. How are you? I had Imola 6 races in a row the other day. That is crazy. I hope you had power unit, Harry. If you didn't have power unit, that is a struggle. Set up corner and get speed. So, told you, Ark. It's mad how it works. So Hamilton absolutely flying here. Alonso not too far off. We're already lapping pretty quickly in this race. Mad Monza 6 times in a row. And I bet you didn't have speed then, George. I'm good. Contender got 4th place. Nice work, Presley. Hopefully another good result is incoming for you this week. So fingers crossed for you. Would like to see you get another good result. Maybe push into a podium this time after your 4th place. Don't see why not. You definitely can do it. If you can get 4th, you can knock that door of that podium this week. No race points either this week. It's only trophies. So I believe in you. I believe in you. So Hamilton in. 130 PU, but a load of instinct boost to help. That's always good. Have a balanced setup with level 4 Alonso and Russell. 4 sprints earlier. 3. Nice work, Mark. Balanced is good. The only reason I don't go balanced is so that I win the speed and cornering. And 9 times out of 10, if it's not a real player, I'll always win the power unit anyway. So that's why I go for a non-balanced setup. I go speed and cornering. Because I'm still covering 50% of the circuits. It's just 1 speed, 1 cornering. So, lap number 6. We are on. We are well clear. And in fact, we are already lapping part of the field. Mark was in quite a few people's groups. Mark's been terrorising everybody on F1 Clash, it seems. And Presley, yeah, I think it was in I think he is in GP, yeah. So, a pit stop incoming for both cars. I can't remember if this is race 2 or race 3 of the sprint. I imagine it's race 2. Because we've done the 145 point split just. And this is looking pretty solid. So we're going to get some extra points in this one. Bit of a double stack incoming. So I'm going to cancel Alonso last minute. So that I don't double stack. Well done, P4. It's a good job for Presley, yeah, P4. Yeah, there's quite a few people here having good results. If you are watching and you had a good result at GP at the weekend just gone, let us know in the chat what result you got. We've had a few P4s out there. We've had some podiums too. We've had some P1s. So if you had a good result this weekend, let's shout about it. Let's hear about it. As now Hamilton comes across the line to start the final lap. Hamilton leads from Alonso in second as we go through turns 1, 2 and down to turn 3. Lapping Lance Stroll, who runs wide, but Hamilton takes the inside line and accelerates away with better traction in the wet. EXR Tommy from Twitch. Thomas, welcome. I haven't set Twitch up, so that is why Twitch is not live at the moment. I need to edit some setups. First in Challenger for Eduardo. Good job. We didn't race it, but that's a good job. Neil got 28th in Champion. That's still no small feat in the hardest GPs, so 28th is okay. P3 for Bizerns. Good job. P3 podium. P3 medal. 14th, nearly a top 10 then for Janan J. Hopefully this week you are going to get and squeeze more points and you are going to get through into them top 10. Don't worry, following on both platforms. Nice, Thomas. Thank you for that. Not so good. 32nd in Contender. Still not bad, Paolo. Welcome from Portugal, but 30 seconds not ridiculously bad. And that is our second race, isn't it? Yeah, it is. 92. So, continue on. P11. Oh, Pero. Just agonisingly missing out on a top 10. Way down in Challenger 2. It's okay though, Bizerns. It's okay. P4 for RCA Day 3. Monza is really tough. I think it still is a one-stop in Champions because the AI do a one-stop. It's just whether or not a hard and a medium is better than a soft and a medium based on the boost selection. It sounds like you had a difficult week, Nico. One to forget and matchmaking being the problem. Remember, you're not against your opponent you're racing, so every point still counts. But I absolutely get why that was a tough one. Hoping to upgrade Rare Hamilton to level 8. Well, that would be massive for Contender, Mark. You want another one of them P1s, I imagine. But another P1 Contender is always nice. Real player, but of course we don't have any of the power unit on our car. So expect maybe the rival to even win with the free boost here. Because we're not the strongest on power unit. As long as we can get a point or so off the rival, I'd be happy. As we try and get past Nico.
Nico Hülkenberg.
And that is us to 5th. So got to try and accelerate away as quick as we can. And let's try and continue the pace. As we do get up into 2nd now. We'll be gone by the next GP. Nobody wants Mark. Hey, Mark, it's good to know you're the fear of F1 Clash players. Nobody wants to get you, Mark. So I think this rival is going to be fairly strong on this one-stop strategy. So I think they will come back at me in this race. P11 in the time event. P2 in Baku is good, Pero. That is good racing. P2. How far off P1 though, Pero? That is the key. Right, let's try and get past these. Use that bit of DRS. There is 4th. And we are in. So Rival's gone for the 1-stop. We will see which one works out best. 10 or 15, not a million miles away. Maybe this week, Pero, you won't get that person in your group. And that means you'll get that P1. Just maybe. Okay, so Rival goes through. Currently leading this race, the Rival, in terms of the duel. We've got Hamilton in a fair bit of traffic. We've got the Rival pushing now, who will go to hards, I imagine. And will pit. But DRS to be used. Hamilton's having a seemingly rougher race. Now that Rival cannot really get 5 laps on the hards. They're going to try. And we are going to get through and follow some positions through. So P8. Has he gone round on... He's gone to soft, so he's abandoned the 1-stop. Looks like. Johnny, good evening. How are you, Johnny? So Alonso will carry on. It's all going to be about whether or not we can get Hamilton through. Oh, there we go. Rival just run out of tyres. Never ideal. Now, we'll continue to push. There's P5. This should be a win. Go, go, go. Should be a win. So Hamilton 5th. Alonso's in for his final stop. And he's already coming back out. Where is the Rival? He's coming through. But he still has to pit. That's the main thing. And we're already back ahead. Happy with 28th. Epic are only 4. 28th's good, Neil. Yeah, that's good. You got through to the final round. You collected some rewards. Which reward did you get, Neil? From 28th. TMD, how are you doing? Welcome. How are we? And that Rival is stretching. 40 boombox is good. Yeah, that's good. So that Rival is about to run out of tyres. It looks like they've missed pit. And now he should be able to get Hamilton. I don't think he's going to get second. He might be able to get third. 2 more to get to level 5. Always agonisingly close, Neil. Always just short, isn't it? Let's see. Can we get Rival pits? He's going to be coming back out now. Can we get ahead? We can get ahead into second. So he should be able to get the 47. Alonso's going to win by a country mile. Alonso way clear. Hamilton pretty solid as well here. Past the back marker Bearman. Past Jack Doohan. Not even in the sport. Wait. Why is Jack Doohan in the game? Why have I just overtaken Jack Doohan? Isn't it Colapinto now for Alpine? Have they never changed it? Or am I being stupid here? Why have I just overtaken Jack Doohan? He's not even in Alpine. I know he's on the game. Is it a bug? Is it with the new update? Because obviously Colapinto... Have they removed Colapinto now? Or it's been Colapinto for ages. Yeah, but he's in the game on the track as Jack Doohan, Mark. A few people saying bug. I've only just noticed that. Is this part of the new update that they reverted it back to Jack Doohan? What? Let's check this one again. Let's see where we are. Because I thought it was Colapinto. But in that race then, it was Jack Doohan in the race. For the AI Alpine. Never replaced Doohan, I've been seeing it always. I just couldn't remember what it was. You can see, look, Jack Doohan on the left on the hards for Alpine. Yeah, there you go. That is interesting. I thought they changed it to Colapinto. Maybe they just changed the card then, and who knows? A bit of confusion on a Monday evening. They never changed it. I couldn't remember if they did, Neil. No, that's it, Harry. He's even got Hutch keeping him in F1. So, Hamilton, absolutely away. As he does most of the time, absolutely solid in this race and this game. He is in to P1. Yeah, I thought they changed it though. I thought they put Colapinto actually in the game, but clearly, at the minute, unless the update has reverted him back, I can't remember. I'd have to probably go back through and have a look at some old races. Just not in real life this year, exactly. So, Hamilton to pit. Is this I think this is a sprint crate race. If you are just watching, we are about to unlock a sprint crate. So, stay tuned. We are about to get a sprint crate unlocked. Hopefully a P1. And then we might have room for one more. Or not. No, we probably won't have room for one more sprint. We'll probably do the crate opening after this race. And we'll make it a nice, easy Monday stream again. So Alonso in 5th. Yeah, we look how quick we've pulled clear. Again, nicely. Tied Colapinto up and hid him behind some tyres in the paddock. Both Doohan and Colapinto in the game. Indeed, Jay. Well, welcome. But yeah, for some reason, I thought Colapinto was actually on track. But as you can see by this screen here, he is in 21st place. I thought Colapinto was actually on the track now. But you can see here, just below, wherever it is down here, Jack Doohan is in racing mode. So I didn't quite remember that he was in there. So, Hamilton, P1. And we have got now, with one more pit stop to do. We should be ticking off our last sprint crate. However, we will have a fair amount of pit pass rewards to open. That is one thing we will be doing. As Alonso comes through. So final pit stop to come. We'll leave them both pushing when they can. But Hamilton is in. Yeah, we are well clear. Job done. Change of tyres. Boom. There we go. And out we go. 3 laps to go. Until we open our sprint reward and probably about 5 or 6, probably more than that, probably about 10 crates via the pit pass. That is what we've got coming up to finish this stream. Only an hour and 45 minutes, hour and 50 stream tonight. Just taking it easy instead of going all out F1 Clash again. The lap 8. We've got 2 laps to go, which includes this one. Hopefully, we'll kick off the pit pass rewards by a good sprint cleared. That is absolutely what we need. Not been too bad tonight. Liam Lawson and whatever his name was, Alonso. Hey, that's true, Harry. That is absolutely true. That's why Sprints is not major anymore. Sprints, you just don't get enough epics to make it worth it. All day stream on weekends. It's hard, Dan and Jay. I just don't have the time. But we try doing stream when we can, of course. So Hamilton will take victory with Alonso coming through in second place. There you go. Alonso P2, Hamilton P number 1. Let's go. That is what we wanted. Now hopefully it's going to be a P1 crate to kickstart this little crate opening session that we're about to have. We've lapped the rival, who is in P16, just about to unlap themselves, even though we have finished, so it doesn't count. And now we're going to come and let them go across the line. And that is job done. So, will it be good enough for P1? Let's find out. Come on. Come on. Let's finish it with another P1. Oh, we do. We did equal somebody who got P1 as wow with 170 points. But the P1 goes to ourself. So, get in. So, this crate. And then we're going to open up a bunch of other crates from the pit pass that we hadn't done from the past 3-4 weeks. So, let's collect that one. Let's see what we get first of all. Some more Bortoletto. Some Jack Doohan. And then, here we go. I mean, it's not the really bad ones. We've seen some bad ones before. But Albon series, is he 10 series Albon? 10 or 11. That, I think he's 10, is good. That is another 5. That is him on the way to level number 6. He only needs 11 more cards for this one. So, let's load up our pit pass. Let's see where we got to. Make sure to hit that like button if you're watching for me. We're going to finish the stream with a little bit of opening of crates, because this is we've got to open. So we've got a fair few crates that we managed to unlock from doing the pit pass. We are nowhere near 1 day, 11 hours, or we are nowhere near the end of this pit pass. So sadly, we are going to miss out, but again, not a lot I can do there. Let's open up then. So let's kickstart these crates and these pit pass rewards. Let's see what we get. Bang. 2 Stroll. Not a great start.
Okay, can you bring it back, Lance?
No, I'm in the wall.
Not good. We didn't want Lance. How many bucks? About 10k. Ocon. Gale Force. Slick Shift. That is 1 card off max level. 1. We have been hutched 999 out of 1,000. What are the chances? It's always the chance. Good evening, Rodrigo. Rodrigo, we just finished our last sprint. We are opening a load of crates, so either way, welcome in. We need 1 card to maxim that asset. Dash. Gloyd. Albon. And Kimi Antonelli. Thank you, Tatum. Let's see what we can open through the store. And we've got a gold crate that we can open with our rewards. So we're going to get an epic. You Richie Rich, yeah. Bortoletto. So we only need 27 Bortoletto for an asset trade. Some Science. And Flex, that's good. Flex XL. So I think that's it on there. So let's kick off with these. So let's claim that crate timer, and then let's start from the top. Not too many. Valkyrie in a sprint is good, Kimmo. So legendary crate. Let's see what this is going to be. Stabilizer. Ocon. Some Colapinto. Some Colapinto. Ooh, some Series 12 Fernando. And some Felipe Massa. So Felipe Massa in that legendary crate. We've got another legend style crate. Any decent legends? Let's find out. Behrman. Hamilton. It's gone Powerlift. Hey, we didn't have to wait too long. That is Slick Shift maxed level. So now level 9 for Slick Shift. That's good. Ooh, 1 Hamilton. These crates are good. 1 Flex. 3 Leclerc. Okay, this is a bit weird. Now we're going to get hit by a Mark Webber, surely. I mean, I literally said it. I literally guessed that we were going to get a Mark Webber. After them beautiful rewards, it was only comical to be Mark Webber. You couldn't have wrote that. Couldn't have wrote it. But, I mean, that weren't too bad, was it? We maxed out Slick Shift, Hamilton, Flex, Leclerc, and then Mark Webber. Maybe we should ask for more stuff. Maybe. So we're going to try it. 3 crates in this one. Gasly. Curler. Hulkenberg. When we do the legendary crate, we're going to see what we get. Hustle. Behrman. Hulkenberg. Okay, these are not too bad. Some Ballast. Hustle. Yuki. And Albon. Okay, to level 91 out of 100. Legendary crate then. We're going to ask for these. We're going to call it, but this is what we're going to do. Some box. Motion. Oh, 254 Antonelli. 109 Gasly. That's Gasly to 11. Is that maxed? I think that is maxed. I've lost not playing this game as much. My rhythm of what everything gets to. Sure, that's max level. Leclerc. Stroll. Okay, we are about to get Nexus and Supernova. They are the 2. Nexus and Supernova. Okay, we've run out of magic. Colapinto.
A race like this is incredibly satisfying.
Wow. I will take a 13 Lando Norris. 94 out of 100. 6 more to get him to level 6. How many books to finish the pit pass? Probably a lot, Harry. Probably a lot. No idea, Edgardo. Ayrton. No idea. Lando. That's a nice. I'd like some Bortoletto, but we're probably not going to get him. 10 Eclipse. Some Gladiator in there. Right, more legends. I don't know if we can get Prost out of this. I have no idea. Leclerc. Stabilizer. Flow 1K is good. Stroll. Right, here we go. More Leclerc. More Sainz. Some Stroll. And that means we're about to get a Hill. Mate, I need to stop guessing these legends. This is actually getting a little bit strange now. That's 2 out of 2 on the legend front that I've literally guessed on both. I need to stop guessing. I need to guess for a better driver. literally need to ask for like someone better, because that's a little bit scary. What's the lotto numbers? I mean, I can't do it again, surely. It only works for legends, that's it, Pablo. I mean, I haven't got any legendary crates, so it does mean we're going to end on a complete 100% guesswork for legends. Let's open this legendary crate. It was good guessing though, that was. Big numbers for Lawson. Big numbers for Colapinto. I think some Bortoletto would be nice. Will Villa beat? I think we will, Mark, but it'll probably be like a 94th minute winner. That's my prediction. Descent, guess for Prost. If we had another crate, absolutely would. Lawson, and it'll probably give me Bortoletto. No, see, it doesn't work on non-legends. It doesn't work. It has to be legendary drivers. Right, let's open that, and then 2 race crates to finish. I don't know when I can get Prost. Instinct, Curvat, Russell, and Albon. Harvey Elliott. He looks a good player. Just we're a bit at 6s and 7s at the moment. Rumble. Hey, there's the bad one we're expecting at some point. So we are, with 1 day and 11 hours and 6 minutes left of Exhibition 55, we are only at milestone 39. So we have a lot more. I mean, there is another trophy rush coming up at milestone 40. We have got a lot that we could do with some Legend Arise crates V5s. Are they the ones with Prost in? No. They don't have Prost. When do you get Prost? Is it V6 crate? Is it this one? Yeah, okay, so it must be from the V6. 0.5% chance. The way I've been guessing, probably got a strong chance. So it's just whether or not I've got enough time to get to that. That is the only concern I've got. We've got to get to milestone 60. We are only at milestone 38. So I doubt I'm going to get there. But I tell you what, if I can get... I don't know. I probably want to get the free premium grace crates, if anything. That is probably where I want to get to. But no, but we could open a couple more gold crates though. That is the one thing. We're not going to continue racing. I haven't got enough time for a full sprint crate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to open another couple of gold crates. So see what we get. Maybe some more Norris. Stappen. Sparky. Spoyat. Hulkenberg. It's paying out at the minute. Some Alonso. That is not bad. Some Fernando Alonso. It's been going well. Alonso's been coming out quite nicely. Dash. Sainz. Powerlift. And Dynamo. So, I think that is where we are at for ourselves. I don't think there's anything else that we have got out there. Nope, there is not. So our medals, I need to add one of the junior ones in there, but we haven't done too many GPs on this account. So, I mean, my other account, I'll show you where that's at the moment. There we are, 5,000 rep points. That's what we're on. Where are we on this account so far? So again, it's done a few little GPs. It's had some relatively good success for the free-to-play account with free P2 challenges. It's actually got good results. We haven't entered anything major at the moment, but that free-to-play account is doing nicely, and the stats-wise, not too bad. It's done 1,014 races, 78% win ratio. That is an okay account. That's not too bad. We are nowhere near in our league. We've been only done 11k, so it's been a relatively quiet month. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. We'll wait to hopefully get F1 Moment at some point. We'll see if we get incorporated into the trial at any time, but at the moment it's a no-go. in terms of that. So if we do get it, we will bring it out on a stream. But I'm going to leave it there. It's a nice little return to some streaming. I hope you are all enjoyed the stream and enjoyed hanging out. And will we be live tomorrow? Let me see how I feel. But at the moment, there's a strong possibility that we'll be live tomorrow. But hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you tomorrow for hopefully some more racing. But good luck, and we'll catch you later on.